bring you a special report.
Welcome to Global Gang Podcast, episode 39. I am your host, Alec Hunter, joined today by Anthony Jamo.
Hello.
And our guest for the week is MarkTheSharkGaming. Mark, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Hope everybody's having a good day so far.
No, I'm not. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, so if the audio sounds a little strange, I don't know how to fix it. Sorry, guys. But it is what it is. So, every time we have a guest on the show for the first time, we do have a series of 4 questions that we ask them. So let's just jump right in here, Mark. How and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
So, I've been into Dragon Ball in general for many years. I remember watching it on TV and not knowing what the heck I was watching. I'm like, what is this guy screaming at and all that? And then, eventually found out more about the series and started watching it. And, eventually Super came out and then all the hype came out. And then this game popped up and been hooked ever since. Ever since then, I've been playing this game.
Right on. So, what is your favorite unit currently in the game?
So, the unit I decided, because I looked at your question yesterday, the unit I decided was my favorite due to, I guess, everybody should have him if you've been playing for a little bit, since it's not uncommon to pretty much pull, at least for me, would be Physical Vegito, especially with his EZA, because he rocks everything with multiple attacks, up to 4 attacks, like increasing defense and all that. Like, he's a great unit. He helped me beat many events, and he's amazing.
I agree. He's a great unit. Now we're getting into a little bit harder question. What new features or units would you like added to the game?
Features and new units. My only issue with this one is I'm very bad at coming up with things. That's why I don't design things. Features and units. I mean, I think they've been doing a great job. I really can't think of any features I would introduce, but as for units, I would like more Dragon Ball stuff, because I really want to build my Dragon Ball team up a little bit. I have a lot of the LRs. There's quite a few LRs that are in Dragon Ball. I would just like, in general, more units for that category. As for features and stuff, I really can't think of any, to be honest.
So you'd be totally down for a dual Dokkan Fest from the World Tournament where Goku fought Piccolo?
Oh, well, of course, yeah. I mean, I think that well deserves it since it's the finale of the series.
I still hold that it's probably the best fight in the entire franchise, just because the stakes at that point have been built up, the emotional weight of that fight. And it wasn't some overblown, like, oh, I can blow up the planet with my finger.
Yeah, I would have loved to see if Goku still has tail, and then Piccolo got huge, like 2 giant, like, beings, like, fighting each other, like a giant ape versus like a giant
like Godzilla versus King Kong.
Pretty much. That would have been amazing to watch. So, off topic too. Did they ever explain how the moon came back when Roshi destroyed it?
I believe Kami brought it back.
Okay. Was that like off screen?
I think so, and I don't think anyone ever specifically said it. I think that might either be my head canon or fan canon.
Yeah, because if Piccolo destroys it later with Gohan, I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Kami brought it back with the Dragon Balls. Thanks, Test.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So normally our last question is about things that you'd like to promote, but you're currently taking a small break. Do you want to talk a little bit about your break and when you'll be coming back?
So my only issue is during the holidays I work retail. Our hours have increased, so that's been my problem right now. Is basically I get off like 9 o'clock p.m. I work like probably 11, 10 a.m. So it's just hard for me to make time. So sadly, I mean, I know it's an excuse, but life goes on. I still want to stream. I love this game. I love talking to my chat. you know. So even if it's probably for a couple hours, maybe I'll start getting on like late at night just for even a couple hours if you guys are willing to like, you know, join in and come chat with me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in as many streams as I'd like to be anymore because I'm busy with this and a few other things. But you stream, dude, I get a notification. I'll try to check it out.
No. Yeah, I'm saying in general at the chat, like not just
yeah,
you.
No, absolutely. No, I mean, I've got your back if I can.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm everywhere, dude. I will retweet your stuff. I am the king of shameless promotion.
I got you. Much appreciated.
So, all right, guys. Speaking of shameless promotion, if you are watching on Twitch, pretty normal day, except for we might have some audio glitches here and there. However, we're also live on YouTube right now. So shout out to everybody on YouTube. If you're in the stream, please like the stream. Comment below if you guys hate the sound of my voice or whatever it is that you guys do on YouTube. I know you're all brutal, so hook it up.
There's people brutal on YouTube? What a surprise.
On the internet in general, bro. I mean, have you not experienced this yet?
Yeah, no, I've experienced enough more than that.
I had one guy call me a name online, and I just stopped going online, okay?
Right. Okay, so we're going to jump into current events. Obviously, we're at the tail end of a celebration, so this is all stuff that we have covered on this show before. Make sure that you are working on any free-to-play units that are available, specifically working on Raditz, but we'll get into that more here in a little bit.
Jake's going to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
You got to finish that boy up. He's got to be rainbowed and EZA'd, hooked up.
He's rainbowed. I just need his SA5. I need to get him to 15.
I also need to finish up my my Tech 13.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna start farming this week, I think, for my SA5 last copy of the LR Goku, which we'll get into more of that here in a little bit as well. Foreshadowing. The big thing that's currently going on is this morning explosive chain battle rewards were released. How did you guys end up doing?
17%.
17%.
I think I just did mine today. I'm like an 11, like 10%, something like that.
Okay. I placed 4%. My score was, I think, 134 million. I did way better on this one than I did on the last one as far as the like the actual score value, but I think percentage-wise, I ended up roughly the same spot. But we did introduce the chain battle high score because, you know, our Discord loves to flex. So let me jump in and pull up, see who all has shared their high scores. So first up, we've got Dr. Namor. On day one, he hit 138 million and was in the top 1%. That changes drastically.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We had Kenny McGee with 114 million. I believe this is still day one. We had Sephiroth. Sephi had 120 million. So as I'm going through and looking at these, what has been like your guys' biggest complaint about this this mode? I've been hearing a lot of negativity about chain battle in general.
In this scenario, my thing is the lack of extreme. Like, there's no red extreme, so like I guess like the red units give you better boosts. Like, you know how, right? There's no extreme ones that I have that would be a higher, higher capabilities. I'm fine with the super team because obviously there's a lot of units with the Broly thing with like the Goten, the Goten, Gohan. I guess even Kid Trunks from the second movie, maybe whatever, but nothing for sure.
We've got Ancient here with, what is that, 148 million?
Jesus Christ.
My first attempt, I hit 129 million on my first attempt.
Uh-huh.
I did kind of go back and watch some people's videos from back when it was on JP to get kind of an idea of what I was supposed to do. So I had a pretty good idea of what units I wanted to take in, but the RNG of your friends list versus what they have versus what's up versus not everybody has everything rainbowed 5 times over.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't think it's a secret that I don't particularly care for this mode. I think I made that abundantly clear last time it came out. This is EZA with 107 million. Let's see here. But I do feel that this time around it was easier, like, to get the 100 million mission, and that's really all I care about. I don't care about being in the top 1%. I care about completing missions. We had MB here. He had 81 million. All right. Astro Dan had 121 million. It's a great name, isn't it? Astro Dan.
It's a great name.
So, Wounded Ox, shout out to our boy Wounded, was 125. So Lord Nomad on his first attempt got 107. I think people were doing a lot better on their early attempts on this one compared to the last one, but I think it's also because the family Kamehameha units were just handed out to everybody for free, so everybody, if they listened, had extra copies of those.
Right.
So,
because the main thing with those units are just getting the links for your main attacker, right?
So there's a number of things that go into it. There's the number of categories, the same type units. So like if you're running a thing with like 4 strength units, actually this is probably like a pretty good example right here. This is Noah. So you see he had what, 1, 2, 3 strength units. So that's 3 things that add to the total. Then you have all the categories, which looking at this one, he was probably close to 50 categories between the ones that are linked up there. And then it comes down to link skills, which he was probably close to, I don't know, 28 or 30 of those. So he was probably roughly around a total score between the 3 metrics of about 80, 81, 82, which is really good. But the other thing is, apparently, total stats of the units that you take affect your score, like the total stats of the supporters, because if you didn't have Go Bros on here, it significantly depleted your score. Like,
yeah, and I don't have Go Bros, so
yeah, so this is, I mean, well, Go Bros as an attacker, that was also a very important thing. Mine's only 55%, but I'm talking about in your friend support. If you didn't have the Go Bros in your friend support, your score was going to be lower, regardless of what else was with it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, but there was a video that Toon and Goresh put out where they basically discovered that. So after that, that's when I got my higher score, but dude, it's... I was not able to really kind of figure out exactly what it was I was looking for. Like I would get 81, 82, 83 is my total in my metrics here, and then get close to like 80, like 79, 80, 81 for the bad guys. And I was getting higher scores with lower total numbers because Go Bros was in my stuff. It was weird. I don't particularly care for it. It's not, there's too much RNG and the math behind it is not explained clearly yet.
Yeah, the way you explained it, I don't like it.
You know, so let's see here. Kenny McGee was able to get into the top 2% on day 2 at 131 million. Dr. Namor decides to one up at 142. Right. I see what you did there. Rujo got 133. And then Zigo pops in with 125. We just got a few more of these to go, guys. I want to make sure I show everybody's. Noah climbed back up, got to 134. Vicious Panda got himself to 133. And then this is my highest score of the entire run. And what I did with this was I edited the screenshots that I took to show what supports I took, what connectors I had, and the 3 selected units that I took. This is the best score I was able to get the entire run. I probably could have selected the units a little bit faster than, under a second, but, I'm not the Flash. So, I think the basic concept was you wanted as many of the Strength Family Kamehameha units on here as you could get, along with the Go Bros. So, like, I think this would have been better if instead of having the Unawakened Gohan, if I'd have had the Unawakened Goku here. Even though I lose out on a category in there, I would gain the extra copy of the colors.
Okay.
And then down here we had every unit was part of the category except for the LR Perfect Cell, Perfect Cell and Cell Juniors.
Right.
But they link so well and they share so many categories that it just makes that math come up. Another factor that you want to take into account is how many rainbows are in the friends support, because total stats matter. So yes, super attack level, hidden potential, all of that stuff counts. So if you're sitting here with Ultra Mega Super Whales on your squad and you've got this squad completely rainbowed, filled out, you're going to go through the roof. That's how you're seeing people getting 150 million, is that they've got these super whale friends, which is fine. That's cool and everything. It's just I hate the RNG behind this mode so much.
Yeah.
I really do.
Like, it may have been better if they didn't have, like, the stats thing be a part of it,
Mm-hmm.
Just have the units and have the everything else maybe doing it, but...
All right, we've got Ancient, I think, right now is leading at 149 from what I've looked at so far. Oh, never mind. Dr. Namor, 151. And he even says that it's because his buddy has a bunch of rainbow units. And I believe that's the last one that we have.
Mm.
Yeah, he actually breaks his down a little bit for us, too. So there's what he had for his friend units. Again, you see the Go Bros there. And then let me pull up his Extreme. Again, you're seeing everybody's a perfect cell, and then you still have that LR perfect cell right there.
Couple rainbows in there too.
Yep,
yeah.
Couple rainbows in there. Plus his is rainbow, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's where I think he really puts everybody to shame. 0.26 second selection time.
Oh god.
Like, I'm wondering if Dr. Namor is literally Barry Allen. Like, dude's so fast. Like, I can't even. That's a quarter of a second.
Maybe Wally West. Wally West is claiming to be a little faster than Barry Allen.
This is true. This is true. I'm not really a DC guy, but I do know my speedsters.
Honestly, I have to watch on a TV show. The Flash is like one of my favorite heroes now.
I love that show so much.
But I digress.
Anyway, so highest that the Discord was able to report, I believe, is 151 million by Dr. Namor. He is our news correspondent guy. He's very knowledgeable. Clearly, guys, he's an absolute beast. Let me clear up some of these and get us back to being on track. And, preview of what we're doing later.
Woohoo.
All right, so going into the upcoming, I was going to tell you guys the only thing that's coming up is the weekend summon banner, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. But then we got a news drop this morning. We're getting a new event that we know nothing about, but we'll get into the few little details we know about here after we talk about this summon banner. So I am showing the Japanese version of the summon banner right now, because this is the version that we should get on global when it comes. So I hope you like androids.
Screw that int 16.
What's up with int 16?
It's just the to get him all, like, he has to be with Gohan in order to freaking have him do anything,
Right.
And then he obviously doesn't link well with Gohan, so it's like, what? I don't know.
I mean, JMO, is there anybody on this list that you're like, oh my god, I want that unit?
Hey, yeah, there actually is.
Physical 16 was on there.
Look down, scroll down just a bit more.
No.
until you see
Featured
legendary characters,
units.
and then just look
Featured
at the full
units.
unit on that
Featured
legendary.
units.
No, absolutely not. There's not a single unit that I give two shits about.
I mean, there are units in here that I could use dupes of.
I'm still just gonna summon on it, to be fair.
Both of the 16s, I think, are the highest priority for me.
Yeah.
I guess you never know too. Like a lot of the older ones can have EZAs too. I mean, that's something you never know they're going to throw at us. You know.
Mm-hmm. I just want to point out for me that strength, physical, AGL, and the int one's not even on. The int one are all rainbowed, so that's why I don't give even more. The only ones that I don't have rainbowed are the 216s, but at that point, I'm not even sad. Like, they're not gonna make me break my bank. Or,
So,
you know what I mean.
right?
But,
No, I totally. We're not gonna break the bank anyway. These are free ticket summons.
No, but I mean, like, I meant to say break my back, but not like that.
So anyway, I'm pretty sure nobody in the general player base gives a crap about the featured units on this banner. We're all going in for this. By the way, very few of you are actually going to get these.
No.
Hate to be that guy, but let's be real.
Oh.
They're unfeatured LRs. Sorry about your luck.
No.
If I had to pick one unit off of the LRs that are in here that I would want, I think it would have to be the GT Trio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are several in here I don't have, but I mean, the big one for me, the big get, would be the GT Trio. What about you guys?
I think AGL, the AGL Baby Vegeta, because I haven't been able to do the Super Battle Road of what's it called, the
Giant form?
Giant Form. Yeah, I haven't been able to do that yet.
Oh, dude, he's so good.
I don't have him. Like, I need him.
I wish I could. I wish I could give you one of the 3 copies that I've pulled.
Just give it to me right now.
Here you go. Have at.
All right, I got it.
JMO?
I only need 3 units off of this, and they're the only 3 that there's only one of them that I care for. Like, obviously, I do want / need Baby Vegeta as well, but I really just want Go Frieza. Like, out of this whole pool, the only 3 that I'm missing is Go Frieza, Baby, and Cell. But I have every other LR on that. But
Shit. I'm missing 4. I'm missing GT Trio, Int Gohan, Bardock, and Trunks. No, 5. I'm sorry. I don't have the Strength Trunks either.
oh,
What about
I
you,
didn't have
Mark?
String Trunks until just recently.
I mean, it sounds like you guys have more than I have. I mean, but a lot of the older LRs I just want for collectors purposes, but like I wouldn't use them. Like I wouldn't use physical Trunks probably. I wouldn't use. I don't have STR Broly, which is kind of weird. I've been playing all these years and haven't got him yet.
I just got him during the 5th year.
I just recently got into BoJack. I think I have. I don't have the Mark Vegeta, so I think I have at least 1 copy or more of everybody else. So not too bad considering, but I still don't have like some of the older ones.
Right on. So, yeah. So, I will put this out there. They've never done it since the very first time it came out. But the very first time these weekend ticket summons came out, they did the last weekend as a double raids, and people were pissed because they didn't save their tickets. I suggest saving your tickets until the last weekend. It has never happened since, but what if it's this one time that they decide to go back and do it? You're not losing anything by not summoning this weekend or next weekend. Do it the weekend after.
Got it.
So that's my advice. Take it or leave it. You know, I'm a boomer, so whatever. Let's move on to talking about Pan, Go, and Grandpa Gohan. I have seen a lot of people going like, what is this? Like, when did these 2 people ever meet? Pro tip, they never did. My assumption of why these 2 units are on 1 card is because they are the 2 characters in the series that are part of Goku's family that have faced Goku as a Great Ape. With Great Ape being a werewolf-style transformation in the Dragon Ball world, that means that we are getting werewolf hunters for Halloween. Make a little sense? A little more sense?
Yeah, I never thought of that until you said it earlier.
You know, so that's my assumption on why this card is the way it is. Also, if you are a student of the truth, you will look at that leader skill and you'll go, hey, that looks like they're going to EZA. Because I guarantee you, the second I watch the truth video about this, he's going to look at that leader skill and he's going to say, these guys are going to EZA. So the reason I say that is because the category key plus 2 stats 30 thing, that's kind of what we had with the Goku, Oob, and Hercule that came out, and then they awakened, and then they got EZAs. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, I'm saying that it could happen. What do you guys think?
I mean, EZA for this unit, sorry.
Yeah, for the Grandpa Gohan and Pan.
I mean, going from what you said earlier, I mean, if it's matching everything, like I feel like it's a high probability. I mean, what else have they been giving us? But I guess they haven't done EZA for really any of the Halloween units, right?
Yeah, they haven't done a single EZA for any of them yet.
I think they're more inclined to give us a EZA area for a lot of units versus like just throwing EZAs, because I mean, to them it's probably a lot easier just to do the areas, and those area units aren't going to be as strong or as powerful as the actual EZA. So I do agree. That's probably be what they'll do.
So going off of that, JMO, do you think it would be possible to see after like these guys come out, maybe closer to Halloween, an easy area for these specific quote-unquote Halloween units?
Honestly, yes and no. I don't know why, but I feel like if they're gonna give us an EZA area, it's just gonna be this unit specifically. I don't see them going to the extent of EZAing like the Go tanks. Like, granted, he could use it, and I don't think many people would care if he got one regardless, but it just doesn't make sense for me. It just first and foremost, this unit's already weird enough. Like this Gohan and Pan. And then it's
right.
Be the point of them EZAing this unit and then say, you know what, we're gonna give an easy area to Go tanks.
Well, I mean, it would be at this point. This is the 4th one, so I'm talking about like would they give an easy area, you know, an easy area to all 4 of the units, the Candy Vegito, the Ghost tanks.
They don't seem that generous, to be honest.
Great Saiyaman Trunks that we got last year.
I think the Great Saiyaman Trunks is like the only one that would fall into that category as one that they would give an EZA to, because I feel like I don't see them doing that for Candy Vegeta.
Dude, Candy Vegeta would be so awesome. He's already pretty awesome the way he is right now.
I mean, like, I know they like making old units like that more busted than they were when they first came out, because everyone was hyped over Candy Vegeta. I don't see him getting one.
All right, that's fair.
Maybe not this year, but if they awaken 2, because I feel like they're not going to give us one that's going to hold all. They're not going to shove all 4 units into one event.
Right.
And I feel like if that's why I say it could be a possibility where we would get this EZA and maybe Trunks, and then next Halloween we might be able to see the Majin Buu Saga versions get their EZAs, which would be the Candy Vegeta and the Go tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like maybe they're just going to separate it by that alone. But I'm not too sure. This is my prediction.
Right on. We'll see how good of a prognosticator you are.
I've never been right about one thing in my life in this game except the card art.
All right. So with them coming in as a Kamehameha subcategory lead, or category sub lead, I should say, if they do awaken an EZA and all that fun stuff, most likely their secondary is just going to be some sort of like strength, like 50%, like strength key 3, 50% or something like that. But they've thrown curveballs at us before. Again, we don't know if there is going to be an EZA. I suspect that there will be for this unit. Whether or not it will include other ones, I don't know. Mark, what do you think about that?
Like if there'd be other units that get EZAs too?
Yeah, like the ones that we were talking about with JMO. Do you think those 4?
I think having all those at once may be too much for one time, so I do agree maybe only a couple would get it. I would love to have the Vegito, because I have had him on certain events that like he came in clutch with a lot of the dodging and stuff, but it's like he may be the only one. I do kind of agree with that, where I think that heal I think he'll. I would want him to get EZA, but I do agree that I think the Trunks came more clutch with it, and like the legendary Goku event with the defense stacking and all that. But technically, Vegito does that too. So, I want to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. To be honest, I think it's just going to be this unit personally.
Right on.
There's too many EZAs that happen all at once. I don't think they're going to do like 5 different like EZA areas.
No, I see it. I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to get all 4 of them at the same time, but I mean, I can see them doing it as a, oh my god, we have been so terrible on content lately. Like,
here's some good EZA.
Like you haven't had a traditional EZA since June. Have 4 more Extreme Z area characters.
Yeah, no,
that's exactly what I see happening.
Don't even remind me of the fact that we haven't gotten an actual Extreme Z battle, dude. I'm tired of the areas. They're so fucking boring, and they're like, they're not that boring. Like, sure, they're making certain free-to-play cards better than what they were when they first released them, but like, my god, man, you get like what, a total of 5 stones out of that entire ordeal?
Yeah, plus we're so far behind from JP, right? So I mean,
it just feels like such a scam. It's like, yeah, we know we're gonna do this. Like, I get it if it's for the free-to-play aspect, but like, there's so many good free-to-play units that you don't need to start EZing every single one of them. Like, granted, it gives us things to do because they've been dry, but I don't understand why they can't just release a genuine EZA or Extreme Z battle, rather.
I understand why they would put more free-to-play units getting awakenings than pay-to-play units, simply for retention. Like, you give us stuff that everybody in the game can have access to, everybody in the game can play with, you know, and it puts people in the game for a little bit longer. Maybe it's only for one day because easy areas are easy and you can blow through them in an hour or 2.
Right.
But, I mean, it does put eyes back on the game. And I think that in and of itself creates value for them. But it really kind of depends on what they're using content-wise to back it up.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see here.
Imagine if they did the EZA area for like all the free teams. Like, imagine like the Bardock team, like the free-to-play Bardock team, or the Ginyu Force team or something. You know, just to get like a full like EZA team. It'd be pretty interesting though.
That to me though is something that they could stick in just to one Extreme Z area, where you would do obviously the 20 stamina, you would take the left or right path, and they would drop a medal for every single version.
Right, so you do it all the time.
Because I don't think they'd separate it by 5 different areas. Because then you'd also have to factor they might even EZA the LR Bardock as well.
Yeah, but what if they use the same medals, but they don't give you 1 per unit, but it's the same medals, maybe, you know?
Yeah, so that could also be another thing.
But it's possible they may do that because it keeps you playing the game, right? Because you have these like 5 or 6 units you're trying to EZA still, you know? Stamina cost, longevity, you know.
And then I do see in chat there are people putting in suggestions for Halloween style units, like somebody Dragonson said Garlic Jr. for Halloween. E-Boy's talking about free-to-play Joint Forces Hellfighter 17 and Normal 17. That would be pretty cool. Let's see here. How would you think of this Joint Forces Hellfighter 17 and Normal 17? When hit point is below after 5 turns, they transform into Super 17. If they're below 50% health, they put it on their shield mode, and it reduces damage by 50%. As a free-to-play player, or as a free-to-play character, I think that would be amazing. like that would be a powerful free-to-play character. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, reduce damage 50%. I mean, yeah.
I wish that they gave a counterattack to Super 17, like the AGL summonable one that we had, where, like, you know how in his actual event he absorbed ki and regen health? I wish there was a counterattack for us to have that, but it would be just more at a super low chance for it to happen, just so it wasn't overused. Like, that would have been actually really cool for his kid.
You're saying like if a enemy used like an energy-based attack,
like if they got like if they were to super you, like for example, like how Cooler has more of a rush attack than a electrical attack or like an energy attack,
right?
Whereas 17 had a percentage to counter and absorb that as HP, like how it works in the event. That would be cool, but we didn't get that for Super 17.
No, but I do want his EZA though, because he's pretty baller, especially with defense.
Yeah. I just hope that we get new GT units. Like Super 17 needs another one. Gogeta, like aren't those like the only two that only have like one unit this entire game? Like
yeah.
Those two specifically, like it would be so nice to see them get. Well, actually, you have the free to play, or not the free to play. You have the SR ones, right?
Yeah, there is a free to play 17 Super 17. Isn't there?
A free to play Super 17?
I
don't think he's free to play.
Yeah, it's the SR ones, right?
Yeah, they got the two different versions. I think it's a physical and a tech SSR or SR that awakened to SSR, and then that's a 17 when they awaken.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that one. I used to feed him into my 17. Very tedious.
Tech and physical. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they probably need to do some more Shadow Dragons. I mean, we just got the the awakening for the Int Shadow Dragon girl, whatever her name is.
Oceanus.
Yeah, she's amazing. We just got a physical launch, right? Not EZA, awakening.
Yep, her awakening's good too.
Yep. And I think in general we just need more Shadow Dragon units, because I mean there's so much potential there, because there's at least 7 units you can pull out.
There's 7 Shadow Dragons. They could just give us a free to play team.
I mean, yeah, but they can also do like we saw Nova Shinron. Obviously we got his EZA, but the Ice one.
There's
free to play unit.
He is free to play. I know he
trash.
Is. Right, but yeah, he may deserve like just a seminal SSR. It's like just on like a banner somewhere,
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, but they would actually have to give some attention to GT. Oh wait, they are doing that now.
They are. So GT has its moments. Okay, I want to say the only 2 things I enjoy from GT. I love when I was younger. I liked GT, but I'm just saying like nowadays it's not as good. But Super Saiyan 4 units and the intro song are the 2 best things.
I still argue that if you shave off the first 16 episodes, just cut them right off. Okay, you take like the first half of the first episode so you understand why Goku's a kid. You cut the next 15 episodes out, and it's like, okay, we're leaving Earth. Okay, we're going to the place where the Dragon Balls are. Go, boom. Okay, we're there. You cut all that crap out of there, all that stupid stuff where they tried to make it like Dragon Ball, like original Dragon Ball. Like seriously, plot point copying, monster who's faking power, terrorizing city, wants girl. One of the characters has to dress up like a girl, even though there's a girl in the party. Like, shot for shot, the way they met Oolong versus the way they dealt with that catfish thing on the alien planet, exactly the same thing.
Goku dressed up like a girl, right? Yeah,
except for this time it was Trunks.
Yeah, and
they made Trunks. Yep, they had Bulma the first time around, they had Pan the second time around. Nope, got to make the guys cross-dressed for comedy.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was though. They tried to go back to the whole roots of Dragon Ball, like, make it like right. I mean that's what they said. I mean, and of course Akira Toriyama didn't. He designed some of the units, some of the characters, but he didn't really have anything to do with the story.
Nope, not at all.
All Toei.
Yeah. Whatever. And for those of you in chat who have said you've never watched GT, it is worth it to go back and watch it. I mean, some of it is bad, but just to understand some of it was really good. There were some really good parts of GT that would have been fantastic if they would have expanded on it.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, if they did that, GT already for me is better than Super in so many aspects.
Dude, I can't disagree with you.
Like, it's not necessarily the bad story because Akira had nothing to do with GT. It was, like you said, the beginning part being way too much like Dragon Ball. Once Super 17, Baby, and the Shadow Dragons came up, that started to feel more like Dragon Ball Z if they had just continued with a different storyline than what they do with Dragon Ball Heroes now. And to me, GT had more consistent writing in those arcs than Super had in a good portion of what they did.
I will agree with you that their writing was consistent in GT, consistently keeping everybody but Goku down.
Yeah.
But then again, that's what they're doing in Super.
Yeah.
It is called Dragon Ball Goku time, right?
Right. But no, I mean, I enjoy the show for what it was at the time, and comparing GT to Super, there are things that both shows have done well and both shows have completely shit the bed with.
Yeah.
But I still say everything Dragon Ball, everything officially Dragon Ball, is worth watching.
I agree.
So,
I don't know. I'm like I said, unpopular opinion. I just didn't really care for Super.
No,
Like,
you're actually not as unpopular an opinion as you think. There's a lot of
it-
people out there who like GT over Super.
And you got to think
Like-
about Super is that they do all nostalgia stuff, right? GT didn't come out far after Z did, at least in Japan. But Super, like, you know, what is it, like 20, 30 years later, whatever, how much time went by, like, it's all trying to, like, get the nostalgia people to come back and stuff. And
I'll pull the real fan card. If you were ever a true fan of Dragon Ball Z, you would have just watched it anyway.
Yeah,
that'll be my sad poor
I did.
excuse to just watch Dragon Ball Super. Because, like, honestly, I feel like those people who watched it back then, like, honestly, for me, I watched it on Toonami back when I was a kid, and I've always followed Dragon Ball stuff since then. Like, I've played every Dragon Ball Z game that ever existed in this world. And granted that I saw GT and I was like, okay, there's no Dragon Ball things, but there was stuff to do. Like, I actively played Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2, like everything that was out for the PS3. Granted, I've played very little fighters. I haven't played Kakarot, so I guess I can't say I've played every game, but like, I've indulged myself around Dragon Ball throughout most of my life. That when Super came out, I only decided to watch it because I was like, well, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, right? So I'm happy that it's coming out, and it just did not live up to my expectations, which is
I can see
just
that.
the really unfortunate part. Like, everyone's like, oh, dude, Goku Black Arc is the best arc, and I'm like, it's actually the worst, to be honest. Like, they had it was like for example, it was like what Alex said with GT. If they had legitimately just like had been more consistent, they screwed the ending of the Goku Black arc so much that if they just kept going with where it was, I think in the manga it's completely different. If they had just gone with the manga's version, it would have been so much better. I hate that they resorted to like Goku be like, oh hey, I have the button, let me call Zeno. It's like, it's so, the opportunities were missed so hard there.
But the funny part,
We wouldn't have
Goku
gotten
an
the
easy
tournament
button.
power either.
the funny part is we knew that was going to happen. Like, he has the button for a reason. It was like
Yeah.
foreshadowing what was going to happen, you know? Why was he giving that button if he's not going to use it?
I just didn't care for the idea of the fact that he had completely. Well, I mean, it's like, it's Goku, like, 'cause he's just like, hey, I didn't even realize I had this thing, and it's like, okay, well, that's Goku, but.
And then he forgets the friggin' Mafuba seal. Like,
Okay.
come on, bro.
So my biggest issue with Goku's characterization in Super is the fact that Goku is not an idiot. Goku is a simple countryman. He's a hick, but he's not an idiot.
Right. Especially to fighting. 100%.
You know.
And
And
they just made him off to be a complete moron.
right, a forgetful, careless, doesn't give a shit about anything but who he's going to throw his next punch at character, and that's not Goku. That's like the Team 4-star interpretation of Goku. It's like, I feel like the people who are making Super don't know the product.
Yeah.
So
Have you guys been keeping up with the manga?
I have not touched the manga. I nothing against it. It's just, I don't know. Dragon Ball for me is an animated show, and that's how I want to consume it.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew about like what's happening in the moral or
I'm aware of the big stink
WTF.
that's going on right now. I'm aware of why it's the way it is, but we're also at the tail end of a 2.5 year long arc in the manga, so they just need to wrap this up.
Right.
So
My main concern though, if they do an anime form of it, usually in the time slot, it's like early Japan time, right? Usually it airs like early in the morning.
yeah,
If they're gonna make it as like brutal as the manga is showing it, then I don't know if it could be at the time, you know?
They won't.
Like more like literally like impales people with his hands and stuff, you know? So it's more like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
If my understanding is correct, when Dragon Ball Z originally aired in Japan, it was a primetime show. So they were able to get away with more violence and whatnot.
Right.
Currently, Super is airing in a very child-friendly Sunday morning time slot.
Yep.
So don't expect to see... Well, I shouldn't say don't expect to see Goku impaled by Moro, but I would say don't expect to see like blood and like extreme violence. You might get the hand through the chest, but there's not going to be blood dripping off of it, you know, like when Piccolo ripped off his arm during Dragon Ball or whatever. or
Yeah.
when you saw the bleeding, gaping hole in Goku's chest at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. That stuff's not going to happen.
The 4th episode in, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be my only concern if they bring it back. It's gonna be like they're not gonna do justice to like what should be seen, but they'll get the overall gist of the story, you know. But yeah.
Absolutely. So, welcome to the Global Gang Podcast Anime Review Channel. No, I'm
Hey, all
kidding.
things Dragon Ball, okay?
We're gonna jump ahead.
We're strictly Dokkan Battle, Kappa.
And we're not strictly Dokkan Battle, but I do want to start having a discussion about a prep guide for global players. Because this guy should be coming out around Christmas. Last I heard, the 2000th day should be Christmas Day this year. So we've got 2 months and a week, basically, before this guy is going to be available. We're going to save all the big, detail stuff like we normally do with these units until he's closer to his release. This is literally just a prep guide for you guys to know what you need to do and what units you need to have to take out his EZA. So, unlike other Extreme Z areas, your entire team is picked for you on this one. That's really going to piss some people off because they already don't like the restricted nature of it, but like literally there are 6 characters that are available in the list and you are required to run them all.
No thank you, miss me with that.
Luckily they're not horrible units to get. The first one is this is the Zamasu Goku. He came out during the 5 years, so if you guys were playing then you should probably already have him. Another thing I should note is that all of these units have to be rainbowed and maxed out.
EZA'd.
Yeah, they have to be EZA'd, rainbow. I don't know if they have to be Super Attack 15, but they do have to be rainbowed. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Super Attack 25 in this guy's case. But if you guys were playing during the 5 year, you most likely did this because this was basically the only content in the 5 year.
True that.
Sorry, I'm gonna throw that shade whenever I can.
Hey, it's true.
So he came from the Zero Mortals plan. This is where you farmed him, you awakened him here, boom, boom, boom. You get him up to LR. Then you take him into the Extreme Z area with a slightly more forgiving list of units for you to use. Okay, nothing terrible in here. So up to this point, this one character, it's pretty easy, free to play LR. Yeah. Next character is Cooler. Cooler is purchasable with Baba Shop gems, the incredible gems. So I believe they're 300 points a piece, or 300 gems a piece. Let me see, checking my notes. Yeah, there's 10 copies available at 300 gems each, so you buy 5 of them to get the character and the 4 paths for the hidden potential, and then you save the other 5 for after he gets his EZA and you feed them in for his super attack. That's my suggestion there. So you will need, if you do it that way, you will need 3,000 incredible gems just for this one character. You guys like farming incredible gems?
Nope.
I mean, luckily I have a lot of them because of grinding SAs. But I mean, not SAs, link levels. But yeah, no.
Yep, me too.
I got a good question for you because I've done some link levels myself. Do you know how many incredible gems I actually have?
Do what now?
Do you know how many incredible gems I actually have? And
No,
keep in mind, I've grinded link levels as well.
Yeah,
Do
no.
you want to take just a random guess?
I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000.
I have 9.
You have 9. You have 9.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
single
even kidding.
digit 9.
Yep, single digit.
How?
I've spent them on other units.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
You
No,
have
I'm
them.
letting you know I did spend them, but
Okay,
like,
yeah, no,
oh
that's
my
fair.
God.
That's fair. Cause I'm sitting here like
Don't spend them. Like, what?
I've bought most of the units from the Baba Shop already, and I'm sitting here with, I don't know, let me check really quick. Credible gems, 20,889.
Holy. You'll have like no problem getting anything that's needed on that.
Yeah,
I
like I
have
said,
five,
I've already
let's go.
bought all the characters basically. I mean,
Yeah. Let's see what
So-
I got. Curious.
now I did spend 4 or 5 weeks just solid grinding once link levels came out. I mean, keep that in mind. If I was awake, I was grinding. Like cooking
Fair
dinner,
enough.
playing Dokkan. Eating dinner, playing Dokkan. Writing show notes, playing Dokkan. You know, that's who I was for like 5 weeks.
Must have had a very interesting month with you then.
Well, I mean, I took a break.
She's
sometimes.
Like eating with Dokkan at the dinner table. You just set Dokkan in the seat. Where
you assume that I have a dinner table.
I mean, I'm assuming more so that you're at your dinner table and you just have a small chair with your phone across the room and you're just not acknowledging your wife. To
answer the question in chat, no, I am not currently grinding right now. I have stopped going insane on my link skills because it's not worth it.
No, it's not.
It's absolutely not worth it. Like, yes, the characters are more powerful when you get them to link level 10, but if you're going to sit there and hardcore grind it out like I did, like, I made a joke one episode that I spent like 700 or 800 Dragon Stones. It was not anywhere near 700 or 800 Dragon Stones. It was probably closer to like 100, 150 Dragon Stones refreshing stamina. I've used every key, every meat, you know, every stamina restoring option I could possibly get for 5.5 weeks. And I've got like 64 characters, I think, right now with all at max link levels. Definitely not worth it. Definitely not.
I mean, that is a mechanic that they put in the game to like be forever. So it's like, you know, the idea is over time it will happen. But yeah,
right.
Just forcing through it.
It did happen over time. 5.5 weeks.
It did happen over time. Faster than they probably wanted. But yes.
Like I probably did what they would consider to be a year's worth of work in 5.5 weeks.
E-boy's like, didn't your mother ever tell you not to put your phone, use your phone at the dinner table?
Well, I don't live with my mother, and I don't play Dokkan on a phone, so there.
Oh, we've got a point. So wait, so you cooking dinner while like on the computer?
No, I have a tablet.
I just pictured you like next to your computer from like one of those like little like stovetop things.
Like a hot plate. Just...
Yeah.
Somebody set me up the George Foreman right on my desk.
Yeah, you never know. They're portable. Plug them in.
We are so off topic.
That's the fun part.
It is. I love this show. Okay, so Cooler awakens from the Cooler event, the Ultimate Transformation Dokkan event. And then he will EZA from an event that we don't have yet, which will also EZA the Frieza that we can get here shortly. Or that we'll talk about here shortly.
Oh, so we get him from that as well?
No, we don't get the Frieza from it. That's the special friend you can take. You take the Frieza as your special friend for this. You get the Frieza from a Dokkan event. That was not the order that the guide put up the characters when I was writing it. That's not the next character we're talking about. We're talking about Lord Slug next.
Lord Slug, alright.
Lord Slug comes from the Lord Slug story event, along with the Strength Kaioken Goku, who will make an appearance in the podcast later. I believe he awakens from that event as well. Like, this is where you farm him and you awaken him. Yep, obtained and awakened from the Lord Slug story event. The awakening is not currently available on Global. Only available in the Japanese version. So we know for a fact Lord Slug is coming back between now and Christmas.
Yay!
You know, we know that event is coming.
Just reminding me now, I'm just going to rainbow him on stream, or while you're talking about him.
Exactly. And then, of course, you can farm that Kid Gohan that doesn't do anything. The Slug and this Goku, all from that event. And the Slug and the Goku both awaken from this event. So, some farming there if you guys want to use your keys, or if you want to wait, because we do know that this event will be here before Christmas. Along with this event, which is the Extreme Z area. So, and they make you use this Piccolo for whatever freaking reason. Oh, yeah. I think we're about halfway done. We're halfway done with the guide, guys.
Yay!
Android 13 is probably the most involved character on the list.
Yep.
So he starts off as an SR, and you actually awaken him to this form right here. So this form is available in the Baba Shop, 4 copies for 100 incredible gems. So my suggestion for you guys here, farm up 10 copies of the SR and 1 set of medals. Just 1 set of medals, because the medals suck. Because you need 20 of 5 different medals. And luckily they've made them guaranteed drop rate. But when I farmed this character, when I rainbowed him, these were not guaranteed and they would only drop 1 at a time. It sucked.
Mine's got all pads unlocked, but he's SA3, so...
Yeah, so you can use...
that's my problem. Yep.
I would say you could buy up the 4 copies in there and SA him that way. Luckily, they've made it easier to farm this unit, so if you are just lacking the SA, you can awaken him to this first step, and if you've already EZA'd the other one, reverse him, because you do not want to try to awaken him from SSR to TUR, because they use battlefield memories, the ultimate clash medals from the battlefield shop. And those are like 3,000 points a piece, and so do you really want to waste 21,000 of your battlefield memories just to get your free SA5 or whatever?
Absolutely not.
Contrarian piece of shit.
I just had to when you start saying something because I was like, oh, this is gonna trigger him.
Hey, I spent my life, I wanted to work harder, not smarter, so yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't know anything about being smart.
What's that?
What? Sorry.
What? What's that?
I I keep clicking on the wrong things and keep taking myself to the wrong place. Like I wouldn't know anything about being smart. Here we go. This is what I wanted. All right. So the Dr. Gero medals, you farm those on, well, the unit you farm on stage 14 or area 14 level 8 on normal or hard. Don't do it on Z hard. That will get you medals. That's not what you want right now. Farm up the copies of the character on 14-8, normal or hard. Dr. Gero medals come from stage 12-4, Z hard. Android 19 comes from 10-4, Z hard. Android 14, is that who that is? 14?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, 14. He comes from stage 14-8 on Z hard. So like I said, if you do this and you're farming the unit and you're doing it on Z hard, you're just going to get these medals, which you need, but you want the unit first. Mm-hmm. Android 15 medals come from stage 13-3 on Z hard, and these Goku medals actually come from multiple places. Reportedly, the best farming is area 12 stage 8 on Z hard, but you can also get them from 11-3 and 13-1 on Z hard. So let's see. Again, that means that gets you up to this point. Then you can buy the 4 copies that are in the Baba shop to get his paths open. And then you awaken him to TUR using battlefield memories. And then you have to do the EZA, which you've probably already done, the Fierce Battle Saga. If you've already done this, you already have the medals for it. You don't have to worry about it. And it's a pretty easy fight because they just want you to use the Ginyu Force. And it's easily clearable with the Ginyu Force. Wow, words are hard today.
The Ginyu
Force. The Jinro Force. What's good? Anyway. So yeah, like I said, 13 is the absolute most involved unit on this list. This Frieza is actually, his awakening is not available right now. It's only available on the Japanese version, so this will come before Christmas as well. Or should come before Christmas as well. But you farm this guy from the Dokkan event, the Evil Emperor of the Universe Dokkan event. He starts off as an SR. You awaken him using medals from that event to this form, and then when he'll get another awakening through the same event again to become this form right here. And then of course he gets his EZA through the easy area that we talked about with Cooler. It is a lot of farming, and I'm hoping that you guys have done most of it already, because we didn't even touch on all the units that you technically need to have to do the easy areas, which the vast majority of those are going to be free-to-play units that are restricted in some way, shape, or form.
Is that Frieza droppable, like,
right now?
Lot, or is, yeah.
I don't remember his drop rate, but I don't think it was too bad, and it didn't drive me nuts. It's not like a Moon Nappa metal thing or anything like that.
Yeah, I farmed him a few months ago, and I don't think it was that bad, because I never really farmed him before. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to grind like 3 copies, obviously the SA5, the SA10, and I really want just that TUR, or that normal UR version, for nostalgia purposes, because I actually do like that Death Ball pose Frieza.
And test is like the Frieza drop medal is meh. You get 1 to 3 per run, but that's okay because you only need
Oh no, I need the card itself. Like I have
Right.
it right now. He's just not SA10. He's just SA1, but he's SSR already.
Yeah, I mean, you'll need to awaken 4 copies from SR to SSR, so that way you can feed them in. So yeah, it's 28, something like that. 28 medals that you're going to need from that event, which isn't terrible, but it could be almost 10 runs to do that. So keep that in mind.
Which event is this? Oh,
The Evil Emperor of the Universe event. So this one right here on screen. The what is this? The first Frieza Dokkan event that came out?
yeah.
I think it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, it came out in 2016. Jeez.
It's been a while.
This game makes me feel old. No, that's just being old. Being old makes me feel old. All right. So, there is one last unit to talk about, and that's Raditz, but we have recently covered him on the show. We all know what he does. He's the AoE unit. You've got to you farm him from Low Class Warrior Raditz's Pride Story event. He also gets his Awakening medals from that event, and then he EZAs from the Extreme Z area we just got on Global a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And again, this one's not terrible, but if you're lacking certain units, this could be really bad just because leader skill wise, there's not a good leader that covers everybody that's in the list. So, but I think more and more as these things come out, you're going to hear us continue to beat the drum of if it's free to play, farm it. Like,
I mean, we do that on a daily though.
I know, but I think you're gonna hear us do it even more now. Like, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be like, oh look, we got a new free to play character, farm it. That's it, just farm it. I don't care what it does. I don't care if it's good. Farm it. You know, because we never know what things are gonna awaken into, and we never know what units we're going to need now to awaken other units. So they've definitely made it so you want to do everything if you want to be prepared. Oh look, Trevor's over on YouTube. What's up, dude?
Hi, Trevor.
But yeah, I think that covers the prep guide. Do you have to grind?
You don't have to grind, but
Yes, Twitch as well, Trevor. Do you have to grind? If you want to awaken this Goku, then yes, you'll have to grind wherever he is in my list. I can't find him now.
the LR one, yeah.
Yeah. So, because he's also going to be required, I guess this is a good enough transition for us to move on to a rare topic on this show. We're going to talk about some JP news. Words are hard. This is what happens when I'm not drinking before noon. By the way, I do not advocate drinking before noon. That was a terrible joke. So we also found out that this Frieza is getting his EZA. This morning, I believe, there was a data download that lets you know exactly what you need in Japan. And this Goku is the first thing you need. So, and he is required to be rainbowed and EZA'd. So if you want to do Frieza's EZA, you have to do all that crap we just talked about.
Yay!
So fun stuff. See,
obstacle courses.
It's not even obstacle courses. It's just the loop. They want to keep you in the loop. They want to keep you in the game. So they make things require other things that require other things that require other things. So you're constantly in the game doing stuff. So, so like I said, this Goku, you got to do all that stuff. The Gohan. Wow, why did Gohan's name just slip my head? Anyway, the Kid Gohan from Namek, the Kaioken Goku from the Lord Slug event, the Piccolo from, geez, what is this? 3 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This Krillin is from the Baba Shop. He costs 300 gems. Very similar to Cooler. Get it done. And then the Great Ape Bardock from the story event, the Bardock story event, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lone Warrior's Last Battle event. So those are all the required units for Frieza. And like I said, we just listed all the required units for Goku earlier, so you'll want to take a look at that. We don't have any clue what his Extreme Z stats are going to look like. Like, or I shouldn't say his stats, but like his passive and his super attack and his leader skill.
Good.
I think we're going to look at a reverse of the Gokus. So Frieza's going to end up being an Extreme Class Key 4 stats 90 and a Super Class Key 3 stats 70 leader.
That's fair.
I think they're just going to mirror that, you know, and flip it.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what he's going to do super attack wise, Mark, do you have any speculation?
I mean, I'm hoping he's going to have some kind of like a maybe attack and defense boost. I think he... What was the Goku again? Go back if you can.
Yeah,
Goku. I think it's going to be very, very similar probably, because I don't think they're going to make it that much different because, you know, they're very close to each other. They usually do that with like a lot of these units, that they do very similar things. Maybe do some kind of allied boost just like that. Maybe not instead of crits. Maybe a little bit better defense, possibly. Yeah, but I mean, it'd be nice to see like a percent increase. Maybe instead of like greatly raise attack and defense, just have like 100% or 120%, which I don't think they're going to do that though. But it'd be nice.
Yeah. So I even forget what he does now. It's been so long. Oh yeah, he's just flat attack and defense at start.
Yeah, that's all he is. Yeah.
He's literally a blank slate for them to do whatever they want with.
Yeah, but he's gonna be really, really good at on. Like, it'd be nice if they give him like a category, like maybe like a Namek category, to have like a villains team with that, so he had better links maybe with other Frieza units and other Ginyu Force units. But I don't think he will be. I do agree. He's probably gonna mimic the Goku one for extreme type.
Hopefully they remove Dodorian and Zarbon off the card art. They have nothing to do with the card.
That's true.
Why is this not a Joint Forces unit?
Hey man, you never know. That could be it. Maybe they revamp his entire kit.
Instead of being first form Frieza, it'd be like first form Frieza with Zarbon and Midoriya.
Yeah, Planet Namek Saga definitely benefits, like Tess says, from this. I don't.
Frieza drops.
Depending on what they do with his passive, I don't know if he's going to be a huge boost to Transformation Boost or Wicked Bloodline or Terrifying Conquerors. You know. Maybe that's the SA tweak that they mentioned. Oh yeah, I forgot that this guy's getting his SA tweaked in the same way that Evolution Vegeta and I think the Tech Majin Vegeta did, where they just kind of cleaned up the animation a little bit. They're not completely redoing it. They're just upscaling, updating, improving, slight improvements.
Just how it looks. Just how it looks.
Touching it up.
Better resolution, maybe a little bit.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, this game was 2D freaking JPEGs when we started. I mean, and we're moving into HD assets now, so some of the stuff's gonna look like crap.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like you're watching a freaking like scene from like a show or movie, you know?
Right.
Put a video there.
So
I still think that they should just entirely like cut Dodoria and Zarbon off the card art.
Yeah,
They just don't make sense to be there.
I mean, are they part of the attack?
No, I don't think they ever were.
I've rarely ever used this unit, to be honest, but I
mean, it says it there, no? It says it like on his wiki. Right? Like, what does his super attack thing say for his 18 key? That's just him.
Imperial Conquest Extreme?
That has nothing to do with Zarbon or Dodoria in the super attack itself animation, right? Like,
I think they attack. I think they
attack.
Do
with
they?
him. Yeah.
I never noticed that. Maybe I don't know.
When's the last time you used the unit, though?
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they're part of it, but they would have to revamp the whole entire like animation.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It would. Oh yeah, they're part of it. I'm watching it. Yep.
So
they actually.
They attack first, and then he finishes them off with the ball.
Should be a Joint Forces unit. Don't at me.
Agreed.
Just like Hercule and Boo should be the tech one should be a Joint Forces unit.
they could also add Zarbon and Doria into the name as well, but
Okay.
they don't attack normal 12.
What about JMO? Any ideas on what they could do with this guy? I mean, I understand that he is an absolute clean slate because of the way he's designed, but what, instead of what they should do with it, what would you like them to do with him?
What would I like them to do with it? Well, first and foremost, like I said, if they're gonna clean up his SA, at least change his name. Because can't you really just not run him with first form freezes? Like, if you run him, you can't run Tech Frieza,
Right.
or something like that. I mean, I guess, like, if they added Zarbon and... Yeah, I don't know. As to, like... I mean, there'd be a lot of things I'd like for them to do. Honestly, like, my first idea, just stripping Zarbon and Doria off of it, maybe just giving him his own attack. That has nothing to do with Zarbon and Doria. But obviously, they're never gonna do that. I don't know, to be honest. Like, I don't see them giving him categories, like, logistically, but...
No, they most likely won't.
But what I would like to see them do, at least help him be worth something on, like, maybe... Even if he has, like, a base, like, the LR Goku, for example, like, just a leader skill, at least have him do something in his category, or like in his passive, to benefit a category that he fits on. Because I feel like that's where he struggles more than Goku.
Maybe key increase or percent increase for the category.
Yeah, like maybe for Terrifying Conquerors or something like that. Like just something in his passive, because I just genuinely don't see them giving him a leader skill. Like if anything, it'll be like what Mark said, they're just gonna end up giving him a mirror image of Goku's just for extreme, and then it'd be like extreme strength and STR for super. But maybe update his links as well, give him something else, or help. I don't know.
I think he has a pretty good link set already for.
Mainly just his
yeah, like mainly just his passive is something that they really should consider at the current standpoint of what he's at. Like, just something that benefits maybe two of the main categories he'll be on, or if not two, like if two's asking too much, at least one category. Which I would still want it to be, like, maybe Wicked Bloodline or Terrifying Conquerors.
I honestly wouldn't even use, like, if I'm going to use him, I'm probably going to use him on Terrifying Conquerors or Wicked Bloodline.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, to make us go... Like, not to cut you off, but like to make us go through all of this with LR Goku and then getting all the units just to get LR Goku's EZA, then having to do the rest and have LR Goku to get this guy. For me, that just is, like, I get it that they want us to keep logging in and keep playing and have something else to do and just keep, you know, our activeness on, but I feel like if that's really the case, then they have to step up their game with this unit.
That's true, because you need an actual full LR, like maxed out and EZA too to get this guy. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, like they got to go above and beyond what they did with Goku, at least for him.
And you know how many Super Saiyan? Yeah, so you know how many Super Saiyan Gokus there are. So it's like, even though the LR may not be as good as this guy, you know, this guy, you know, this form of Frieza deserves, you know, a really good EZA as well. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's just that there's so much issues with Extreme in this game that they don't get a lot of the recognition that most Goku Vegeta cards do.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they would definitely need to do something to, like they've been really good with like the coolers. They've been good with some of the Friezas, but it's like now they're getting to a point, which is honestly, I'm gonna be straightforward. I didn't really care for like the amount of farming you have to do. I just don't want to do it, to be honest. Because like I've already been playing this game for 5 years, of course, 5 years. I've already been like playing actively enough. I still log in every day. I still do what I gotta do. But like, I feel like they're just asking too much for a unit that most people probably already don't care about anymore. Regardless of the fact that most people did care about Goku, but I just, for me, they have to have like legit stats on this unit before people would have the motivation of want to actually grind this unit.
You know, this Frieza is one of the best free-to-play units in the game, or at least was one of the best free-to-play units in the game before they introduced his Extreme Z Awakening. I mean, how many free-to-play units do you know that have big bad bosses?
Yeah, that's true.
And the link level update massively boosted this character's power output. I mean, you put him on a team with pretty much any other member of Frieza's family, he has a phenomenal link set for them. Strongest clan in space, universe's most malevolent, metamorphosis on a lot of them, fear and faith on a lot of them. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna link well. He's gonna be a good middle, like second slot unit, because that's pretty much where you're gonna want him anyway. So you can try to get his 18 key, which is much more difficult after the link level update. And the way they changed how link skills works. But yeah, he's a solid unit right now. The flat boosts do not help him, but I'm really actually excited to see what they do with this unit.
Yeah, no, I am too.
Like,
I just don't like the process that they make you go through to be in order to say that you got this unit. You know,
right? Oh no, it's
like
doing
the 777 medals alone was already killer, and imagine having to do that twice over for those who didn't just use pies.
3 times over now.
Well, yeah.
Because you have to do it once with a unit at super attack 10 and 4 dupes in it. Once at another one with super attack 10, and then a third time at super attack 5.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna use
I farmed way too many 777s to give two shits about farming again, dude.
Nope, I'm starting my Goku farm this week.
Oh, yeah, you said that you farm whatever you can, yeah.
Yeah, so like, what is it on Saturday? Saturday, I think, is Goku's thing, and then Tuesdays, because I think that he comes up on the tech day as well, or whatever.
All right,
or
ready?
Mondays, I can't remember.
I have the perfect counter argument for myself specifically on this. Genshin Impact. First time mention all stream, and that mention, if you're watching this on YouTube, Tystra is for you.
Yeah.
I have more grinding to do in there than I do in Dokkan.
This is true. Genshin is a pretty good grinding game.
It certainly is.
Just wait for the EZA to drop and do it during the half stam. Nah. I got nothing else going on right now in game, so I can find content since they're not going to give us any.
My big problem is at least with the Raditz EZA is that I didn't grind physical Krillin, so that was on me. But I mean, I was able to do the event without that Krillin. I mean, I had physical Vegeta, and he did so much damage. And then I had the physical Nappa that I had like almost maxed out. So I mean.
Right.
I don't know. 777 medals are so long.
It is.
Even one time it's long.
Still gonna do it.
I know. No, all hats off to you, but I mean, I didn't finish the Krillin one because I'm just tired of doing those.
All right. So the second big piece of JP news we're going to talk about today, as soon as I find it on here, I think this is our last news topic today. We're gonna talk about the V-Jump.
All that in under an hour, dude. It felt like there was so much more fucking tabs than we've spent out.
Well,
it was just showing the units, but like
right. So, but so the V-Jump came out. Obviously, I am not going to be able to read this word for word because I don't speak Japanese.
Top tier card arts, though.
The card arts are amazing. Like these just look so good.
Pose, but that Dokkan or that
pushing forward. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude,
those are so awesome. But the things that we know for sure about this unit, he's a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's going to be awakening, and he's a TUR. He's not an LR, and that makes me happy. Also, down here in this corner here, I think it's somewhere in here. I can't read it, but somewhere down here, it talks about getting ready for the Dragon Ball Heroes collab that's coming for the Japanese side. So that confirms that we are getting the Dragon Ball Heroes collab, or at least Japan's getting the Dragon Ball Heroes collab in November. Yeah, right. Yeah, down here in the red where it says Super Dragon Ball Hero SDBH right there. So, what do you guys think about the big thing going around on the internet right now that we're about to get a Super Saiyan 4 category?
About time.
I do say about time. That's only assuming that there's units to be added to the team, which could be the Dragon Ball Heroes categories, but...
Yeah.
There's, currently 4 Super Saiyan 4 characters that we can use? Got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yep.
That's it. That's not even enough to fill the team. Which means we're going to have heroes units or some sort of what-if units that fill up. I was watching somebody's video. Nolar or Toon. I can't remember whose video I was watching. And someone in the comments section said that they would like to see a Primal Power category where he leads the Primal Power, and that consists of Super Saiyan 4s and Great Apes, which makes sense because a lot of those units share at least one link skill in the form of Saiyan Roar.
Yeah. The only problem, again, is you wouldn't be able to use Gogeta and Gogeta. That's like the only thing that I dislike about it, to be honest. Because, like, I don't know, for me, I really still just enjoy the Tech one.
Tech one's
I have them rainbowed already, you know, so it's like, I want to use them.
Yeah.
I don't want to just stop using him.
And I have like 3 extra just chilling there, so.
So don't stop using him. Use him on mono tech teams, because I highly doubt this guy's going to be tech.
Oh no, 100%.
You know?
I actually do wonder what type they're going to give him. He, just, like, for me, just based on his card art, I see him being STR. I don't know why.
Please don't be STR. They don't need it.
I don't want him to. Like, I don't want him to be, but just staring at his, like, the right side art of him, he just looks like a strength unit.
I'm hoping it's going to be physical or in, because they need it more than...
No, I agree. In would be fucking fantastic.
I was thinking in too.
Yeah.
Just because they need it doesn't mean they're going to give it to him, you know?
Right. It's like if they were interested in balancing out the color options, which if they're going to be introducing multiplayer in any kind of form, they should be kind of thinking about that. Then Int, I feel, would be the right choice.
I mean, you already have the Int Gogeta too that would like link really well if you do like a mono team too, you know? So.
So.
A lot of Gotenks, some Gotenks that are Int, I think, like the Ghost one, like the Halloween one too. Good links. Isn't he in?
Yeah, he's Gotenks and Ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's another good linking person.
Yep.
Isn't it?
It's a very solid option there.
I mean, I use him for a couple of the Super Battle Roads. I mean, could he stuns, I think? Or
yeah, he has a chance to stun, and I think he can heal off of Rainbow Orbs.
Yeah, so I used him for one of them.
So, the current tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a 70% chance to counter super attacks. Do you think we're going to see that on this one?
I think so, because all the Super Saiyan 4s has some kind of pretty much counter, pretty much.
Do you think it'll still be at 70% though? Because he's the only unit in the game with 70%. Everybody else, I believe, is 30.
It depends on what stats they give him, because the one thing that's really bad about the other Gogeta is defense. Like, he gets trashed sometimes, thrashed around.
Yeah, I could see them buffing this one's defense and then maybe lowering his counter to like a 50% chance.
Right.
Like, they find that common ground of defense, but also trying to, like, mitigate his counter, like, percentage to at least not make him seem like having the ability to have better defense is almost pointless just for being able to counterattack. Because they want the unit to at least shine in every area, or every aspect, at least if you're bringing back another Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because we've only gotten one ever in this game. Like, they'd have to make it something different than what we've seen with the current one.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
At least share some of the same qualities, you know?
Yeah, 50% would probably be a good number.
I'd be fine with 50. I'd even be fine with taking him down to the 30 mark, honestly, so long as they give him something to make up for it. Because it really feels like a lot of the quote-unquote budget of that tech or the tech SS4 that we have now feels like a lot of his budget went into that 70%. You know?
That's also back then when those unicorn hitting like hard to go now.
Leader skill that he had to.
What? I don't remember. Wasn't his leader skill to be released?
That was definitely part of the budget.
That was OP to be released. The forever waiting leader skill. Good times,
I mean,
good times.
That was the first time. I think we talked about this before the stream started. That was the first time I introduced categories, right? And we didn't know what was going to happen. So that was all new. So
yeah, the category system had literally just released on JP and it hadn't come to global yet, but they decided to release category leaders as part of the celebration and not bring categories to global early.
The Sons of Guns. Yeah, I remember I got him, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do, but okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, those were dark days of Dokkan. That was really when people were hardcore fueling the global shaft train, and I don't think it's ever stopped since.
I mean, it hasn't, since we still haven't got a bunch of EZAs that they've gotten, JP's gotten.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about saying that the EZA is not coming on some sort of schedule is crap, but again, that's just one negative compared to the positives that we have over JP and yada yada yada.
I know we can well prepare for things. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. JP shaft, global shaft, those terms are just jokes to me. They're basically memes at this point. You know, I don't think it's fair to compare like what JP gets for one situation to what global gets for, you know, another situation. If they're the exact same situation and it's happening during a like joint campaign, yes, we should have the exact same things. But like JP gets 85 stones during their Gohan celebration, global only gets 63. Oh my god, it's the end of the damn world. That stuff's bullshit.
Yeah, but we get like ticket banners with a lot of units, right? So I mean,
we get tickets, we get discounts, we get step ups, we get. Unfortunately, I hate to use this as a positive. We get the Pilaf's Trove.
Hey, $10 a month for like 90-something stones. I'm just saying, that's good.
The sub could exist without Pilaf's Trove. Let's be real. The sub could be its own thing without Pilaf's Trove. The rest of Pilaf's Trove is almost always shit, except for now that they're bringing these tickets that you can buy to get guaranteed featured units.
Yeah, the Gohan had that, right? The ticket banner, yeah.
I mean,
is that worth it?
It depends on which version that they give us of the ticket. Like last year around this time, we had that, I think it was the Frieza banner, the LR Frieza banner, where they gave us a ticket and you summoned like 20 or 25 units and it was guaranteed 3 SSRs and I think 1 was guaranteed to be a feature. Like that type of ticket for $30 is amazing. These, what was it? The ones that you had like the step ups where it's like, oh, it was like $4 for this one and $7 for this one and then $45 for the last one. Those ones are crap. Like, because they lock all the good stuff behind the 45s and then the cheaper ones that you buy don't give you shit.
Right.
You know? But it really comes down to what is included in the gift box that you have to buy, because it's never just the ticket by itself that you buy. You buy it in a little package, and it comes with some orbs, and it comes with this, and it comes with that, you know? So the entire value of it is not just predicated on what you're summoning for, but that is where I would say 80 to 90% of the value of those things come from, is the ability to summon.
Yeah.
I also think they're all just too goddamn expensive. Like seriously, I do. Like, you want me to pay? Like, look at the 91 stone pack, not on sale. It's not even 2 multis, and they want $50 freaking dollars for that. 40 something bucks for that. That's asinine to me.
Yeah, it's just a tease. It's like, hey, dude, you're 9
it's
stones
like,
away.
I could go out and buy a 6-month-old AAA video game for $45.
And probably enjoy it a lot more than 91 stones.
I would enjoy it a hell of a lot more than 91 stones, because you know what 91 stones is? 91 stones is a multi and some link levels grind up. That's really all it is.
Yeah, it is cheese.
But
yeah.
Of course, anyone who enjoys something is going to take the opportunity to take a piss out of it every now and again. And I hate the cost aspect of what they want us to pay for something that in the end we're not going to keep. Because when this game goes down, when the servers go down, they're not going to say, oh, hey, here you go, guys. Here's a fully released version with everything available that you can continue to play. Just it no longer gets updated with content. It's nope, we're done with the game, we're shutting it down. Thanks for the money, bitches, we're out.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing when it comes to even gaming. Like, eventually, if the consoles start not making, consoles like digital games, if you don't buy physical copies, like, what are you gonna do with those?
Why is my Switch not backwards compatible to my Nintendo that I bought in 1987?
It should be.
Like, I know that sounds really stupid when you say it, but I'm a lifelong gamer. I started gaming when I was 5. And the collection, if I literally would have kept every video game thing that I've ever had in my entire life, my shoebox apartment would have to have a second shoebox apartment just for my shit.
True that.
Like, I understand that gaming, like buying a video game, is not a forever thing, right? Or at least it had no potential to be a forever thing before, I would say, earlier, in the 2000s, when we really got good internet and everything started transitioning to online. Look at your Steam library, which I'm sure most of the people in chat have a Steam library. What happens when Steam shuts down?
Steam is forever. I don't know what you're talking about.
What happens when Gabe makes some sort of stupid decision that pisses off some cancel culture section of the video game population, and Steam literally shuts down? I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just throwing that out there as a hypothetical. Yeah. What happens when Steam shuts down? What happens to your library of thousands of video games?
They let us keep all our games.
Nope.
Just so they don't have to
give you a refund for everything you ever spent. Yes.
Nope.
They probably wouldn't even do that, to be
fair.
No,
they wouldn't do any of those things.
No.
They keep their money, and
it's in their term. It's in their terms of service. You don't own anything that you're buying through Steam.
Yeah.
You are paying for a licensing key to have access to the game for as long as Steam servers exist. You're not buying the game. You're buying the ability to access it through Steam. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's kind of a really shitty thing to talk about when you're covering a gacha game, the fact that these things will end eventually, and all of the time and the money that you've invested will go away. But that doesn't mean it's for nothing, because during this time, you've been playing a game, you've been investing money in a game that's been bringing you entertainment. And that's where the value is. If you are having fun, if you log into this game every day and you're like, I love this game, I love popping bubbles, I love looking at pixels, I'm the happiest motherfucker on the planet, then it's time and money well spent. But
I was very happy to see 50k Zenny on my account like 3 days ago.
But if you're like JMO and you hate the idea of grinding,
I don't hate the idea.
Or you'd rather
of grinding.
be playing
I
Genshin.
really don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but you grind in that game.
Today.
Then do that.
But it's the same thing with Genshin too. If the servers ever go down, yeah, same thing.
3 times today.
All these games, everything. Console gaming too.
It's also just tradition for us to count how many times Genshin's how many times it's been said for.
Tradition. It's tradition now. It's happened for 2 episodes.
Yeah. Already a tradition, dude. Ty and I are literally just that.
Genshin.
But yeah, like seriously, if you guys are not having fun with Dokkan, don't expect Safety Net to make it even any better, because Safety Net's just going to make it worse. The game runs like crap on JP right now. Lag and all kinds of issues that will be coming with Safety Net that they clearly haven't addressed yet will probably come to global as well. So November is going to suck for playing this game.
The only thing that bothers me with not the Safety Net thing necessarily, the only thing that really bothers me about the grind aspect of it is I don't feel like it's fair for us to have to go through what we have to go through to get things like the Frieza. Like, I'm fine with every other possible free-to-play that's been out. But, like, even now, the reason why I logged into my account, like, 3 days ago to only see that I had 50k Zenny, when most people probably have over, like, 6 billion Zenny, or 60 billion Zenny, rather, is fucking Hercule, dude. Like, I had to go all the way back to the beginning of farming 100 of those fucking medals daily by buying 3.
Me too.
I don't understand why they just didn't change that and keep it as expensive as it is just for a unit, just to get an SA5 up. That to me is stupid. But
And with all honesty,
nothing in this game is free except free-to-play units.
I EZA'd him and did all that, but I still haven't used him. I just did it just to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I EZA'd him and I farmed up his links to level 10.
I mean, I tested him on the team, right, with the Goku, the Boo and stuff, right? I mean, it worked fine, and I tried to do like a free-to-play team, obviously, because I did the 1000-day Goku as a leader, and and he hits really hard, but I haven't used him since I EZA'd him.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to me, it's just more of the fact that you still have to buy all those medals daily.
Yeah,
That just costs you an abundance amount of fucking Zenny when you've done it like 2 times over. Because I had to. Like, for me, in Alex's situation, I farmed all the free-to-play LRs twice. I don't want to do it again a 3rd time for 2 different units in Goku EZA because I'm already doing it for her.
Yeah.
And my Zenny has been suffering because of it.
My Zenny took a hit too because of all the EZAs that just came out too.
No, that too. I literally just got done doing most of mine the other day as well.
Well, the good news is you still have 2.5 months to farm Zenny.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I need to just grind, and yet again that keyword is grind. Some of the EZA events.
Yep.
I'll do it eventually, but I'm just having way too much more fun in Genshin.
Yeah.
I find if you're hurting on Zenny and you're able to do the upper echelons of the EZAs, Physical Kid Buu is the best one in my opinion because it's first off he's physical, so he's weak against strength, and then his category he's weak against is pure Saiyans. Which
now, if you have a lot of the Vegeta or Gogeta units, you wreck it. That's another thing. Oh, do you think the new Gogeta is going to be pure Saiyan? No, right?
No, because he doesn't start off as Goku and Vegeta.
Right. That's going to be the key thing. Like, Kale and Caulifla will be pure Saiyan, right? Same thing, because they start as base form and then fuse, right?
Sorry, what?
I said because they start as their normal form separated.
The LR Kale and Caulifla don't fuse, but yeah, I mean, if they were to make a Kefla that started off with a Kale and Caulifla that fused into Kefla, then yeah, that would be on pure Saiyans.
Right. I don't know what I'm thinking.
So, but yeah, that would actually be interesting. I'd be down for that. Bring that along.
Oh, like a fusion
Kefla? Yeah, that would be great. I'd love it.
It'll happen eventually. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Sorry, Taisha's not here. I had to
it's all good.
shift up button.
All right, so we're gonna jump into our Discord discussion topic for the week. Actually, I should probably get a couple of these set up here really quick. Give me just a second. All right. So the question I proposed to Discord is, what Super Dragon Ball Heroes units would you like to see come to the game? So, Ancient suggests a Super Saiyan 3 Zeno Gogeta. I took it to the next level and said Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken.
You might as well if it's going to be
Gogeta. Like, if you're going to open up the floodgate, open up the damn floodgate, right?
Open it up.
Like, plus, that just looks cool.
Yeah.
Namor went down. He says we need the Super Saiyan 2. Or is that regular Super Saiyan Zeno Gogeta? I don't know. I don't know.
There's only one bang coming down. I don't see electricity, so it's probably just Super Saiyan.
All right.
I'm guessing.
MB wants a Zeno Super Saiyan or a Zeno Vegeta that turns into a Super Saiyan 4. And why did my browser close?
I have no idea.
What's going on there? There we go. He wanted the Super Saiyan 4 Super Saiyan Zeno Vegeta to turn into Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which I think would be pretty cool.
We haven't awakened those 2 units yet, the Goku and Vegeta, right?
Yep. I was watching a video this morning. I think it was Nolar talking about that, how those 2 units would be primed to be filler units in the Super Saiyan 4 category because they have Zeno in their name. And just those 2 would make a team. That would give you 6 individual unique units you could use on the team.
And a lot of people already have them since they've been around for a little bit.
Not a lot of people on Global have them. They've only been available for like 2 banners. and they were only featured in one, and I think it's a 3% unfeatured chance in that banner. So
I think I said a lot because I have them.
yeah, I have them both too.
Yeah,
but
that Vegeta though, stacking defense, I would love it.
So, but Rujo would like to see a Berserk Goku, which I'm not 100% familiar with the story of Dragon Ball Heroes, but I kind of like that aura coming off of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's Broly Goku.
Dragonson's like, imagine Trevor not being in the podcast. Well, you know, that's because he works.
Imagine imagining.
Imagine.
And that looks like that's it. So, I mean, I don't think as many people in our community, like the global gang community, are as hyped for Super Dragon Ball Heroes as I am.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little upset that nobody picked an extreme unit.
An extreme unit, right?
Literally said hearts the minute you said something.
Hearts, right?
Like,
Hearts and glass. Glass would be cool.
Like, who was it that did the Super Saiyan 4? Was it Test? Who said the base form Vegeta to go to Super Saiyan 4?
Oh, I think MB suggested that.
Oh,
yeah,
MB?
that was MB. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you, MB, for at least having that idea. But no, I like the Berserker Goku, so I think that'd be a cool concept. But I don't...
Super
Gogeta,
Saiyan
man.
5 Cumber. It's not even a thing.
It could be a thing.
The only thing that ruined it for me was the Gogeta. Like, even though he looks badass, but like the base form Gogeta is just him and Vegito, man.
I feel like they needed
I've had
to.
enough of them in Dokkan.
I know there's
like-
a lot of Broly in the game, but Super Saiyan 4 Broly. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
No, it's totally fine. Actually, Super Saiyan 4 Broly would be interesting as well. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing that we've talked about time and time again in Dokkan. Nobody ever expects or like says, "Hey, I want an extreme unit." Like everyone's always about the Super Saiyan Goku Vegeta stuff, and it's just like, where's the love and respect for units like Broly, units like, you know, Janemba.
Oh, like the Dark Zeno.
Yeah,
Mask-
somebody made a Dark
Mask
Zeno
Bro.
figure. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's another unit that deserves an EZA, is the Mass Saiyan.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
would love to get him EZA so much. He's been around since, like, what, 4 years ago, give or take? 3 years?
Buy it now, Drake.
A while
says,
ago?
Wow.
Who knows?
Jiren.
Mass Saiyan came out in 2016.
God dang, it's like only like a year after launch, give or take.
Yeah. I think it's
He deserves it.
2016.
Yeah, he came out same day, I think, whatever it was, or one of those days. Yeah, he deserves it because he's still for my unit. I have him rainbowed, and like he hits pretty hard. But imagine what the potential would be if he had the EZA.
Dark Broly.
Dark brother.
See, now I'm gonna get into this Dragon Ball wiki, and I'm gonna spend half my day reading this crap, and I'm gonna be like not getting anything done.
Oh my god.
Just don't look at it.
Anyway,
He's looking at it right now.
No,
bro.
you're banned from looking at the wiki the
So-
rest of the day.
are there? What about for you guys? I mean, what other characters? I mean, obviously we talked about Hearts.
Yeah.
The Zamasu, honestly.
The Zamasu from Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yes. I actually
Um,
really enjoy that.
we could probably do. They could probably bring the what you call it, those two kids that are like
Kami
baby.
and Orin.
Is that what they are?
Oh, dude, that just looks actually fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, it does. But the kids from Dragon Ball Heroes that remind me of those kids, yeah. I mean, artificial life forms, right? Give them like maybe
Yeah.
a fusion card, whatever. Like, I need to watch more Dragon Ball Heroes, but I feel like when you start watching, it's like there's no story to it. It's like you just watch and it's like, well, what the hell's happening now? You know?
That's pretty much it.
There-
There are little itty bitty tiny nuggets of story that if they were to actually build on them would be really interesting. Like the fact that Hearts thinks that Zeno is a malevolent god figure and he's too dangerous to rule over the mortals.
He's a
like-
kid.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right. But I mean, if you think about it, if you knew for certain that there was an omnipresent being that existed that could snap its fingers and wipe you out of existence, wouldn't you be a little scared for your existence too?
right.
Absolutely.
He has one bad day, and all of a sudden,
all you'd have to do is just take away his toy, and then it just erases you, dude.
Yeah, there'd be like, it's a cool plot line that, like, sure, as a throwaway motivation for a villain, I guess works. You don't really have to explore it, but if you did explore it, what kind of ramifications would it have for the world that they live in? Like that for me, I think is the big downfall of Dragon Ball Heroes, is that it introduces ideas and does nothing with them.
Yeah. I feel like with these two specifically, they would just, I don't know, like they have potential, and I feel like what they could do is make them like what we see in most of the Android 17 and 18 units, like where they're most beneficial when they're on rotation together.
Yeah.
Right. Unless they're like a dual unit.
That, yeah, like an exchange unit where they start off, or a transformation unit, they start off as Orin and Common, and then turn into Kami Orin.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they could be part of the artificial life form, just like Baby, and then have very similar.
They are Baby.
Right. I'm just saying, like they are the same thing, like same links, work very well with Baby's units.
It's amazing how easily the Dragon Ball community is entertained. Like, just show us the big flashy fights. Reuse complete character concepts from previous series, just throw it right in there. These guys are clearly Baby knockoffs.
Well, they're clearly Android 17, 18 mixed with Baby. Like,
yeah, that's literally all they are.
I mean, Cumber is Broly for the most part, just with a cooler aura.
Yeah.
Some would say he's better than Broly, to be fair.
I would say he's better than Broly. At least we're better than OG Broly. I'm not sure about better than Super Broly.
Well, Broly's overplayed. At least old Broly. I do like the new Broly, but like, I do want Super Saiyan 4. So, for instance, one thing that has to come from these units, if there is gonna be a Super Saiyan 4 category, will have to be Super Saiyan 4 units. Like, it has to be. Like, where else are you gonna pull these Super Saiyan 4 units from?
Yeah, I mean, unless they start doing stuff like
their asses, yes.
Like Super Saiyan 4 Goku Santa hat.
Super Saiyan 4 Caulifla for no reason.
Or they could do what they did with the coolers, where it's like Super Saiyan 4 Goku STR, like
Right.
I don't know where are they gonna do them. I have no idea.
Be a lot easier if one of our heroes could actually create a multi-form of themselves. I don't know. Why don't we have different colored TNs? Like, because Tien can create his multi-form. Wouldn't that be cool to run an entire Tien team?
Oh yeah.
I'd be down with that. I think that would be a lot of fun.
As long as you could run, obviously, the new physical Tien in there, because he's amazing.
Well, yeah, you have him in there, and then because he's the Earthlings guy, you have him as the lead, and then you have an agility in physical,
all the
tech and strength.
We were just talking about that earlier with the cooler
spot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I have my rainbow.
That would be perfect.
Do it with the TNs. Do it with the TNs. Yeah. It's the only good guy character I can think of where that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it with Cell too. I mean, he did it during the battle, right?
Right.
Ooh.
Give me. I don't know. Can we name the Cell Junior that we have right now to Cell Juniors? Put him on joined forces, and then give us a Cell Junior of each color.
Yeah, we have the neutral ones from that.
I don't know. There's so many different little things that I see that they could do that I don't know if the player base would like them, but I would like them. Like, I don't know. Give me.
You and I just like the really cheeky things that most of the players just are like, it's not Goku, it's not Vegeta. We don't want it.
That bothers me so much.
Oh, it bothers me too. Why do you think I was so upset at fucking 5-year anniversary? Because I'm like, oh, of course, Gogeta, Vegeta, dude.
Yep.
I mean, I love them, but it's like...
I do too, but it just got so annoying because it's so repetitive.
I play the game to build teams, and if the team is good, regardless of the unit, I want to use that team,
Mm-hmm.
But I get it, I guess. All these mainstream kids just want the Super Saiyan units. Like, come on, bro.
It just didn't make it any better than the fact after 5-year, we immediately got another Vegito in LR Goku Vegeta, and I'm just like... my god.
Yeah.
And I even I didn't get the 5 years, but I pulled the Vegito, and I'm not sad that I didn't get the 5 years, but it's just like, why, dude? We just had Vegito a couple months ago, and then it's like, oh, hey, Vegito, but just the Goku Vegeta variant, who becomes the same unit you've seen splashed on your screen for an entire month in the 5-year. And it's just like, no, please stop.
I mean, I guess the benefit is at least you could run the int. Oh wait, the int one with him, right?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, at least that's a benefit. At least it didn't like.
I don't know. It definitely has its benefits, but I feel like that's where the thing comes from, where it's like, for my standpoint, and somewhat, I guess, Alex as well, where it's like there are other characters in the franchise who just go unnoticed because of things like that.
No, I get it. I get it.
Because I still would love to see a Garlic Jr. in the Spice Boys. Why is that not a thing yet?
We could even bring not just him, because he was part of this TV show too. Bring whatever. Were they also called the Spice Boys in TV show?
I believe so. They just have different names.
It was a different group of the Spice Boys. They had to reform because the manager didn't like the blonde one or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the 3 in the movie died, didn't they?
The 3 in the movie died. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had to go out on a new recruitment spree. So it's like Menudo. Like, if you guys know the Menudo band, like, it's all called Menudo, but there's been like 85 members across the decades. You know, it just swap them out as they go.
I wonder if you like recruiting them and be like, by the way, you may die. Just know that you're easily replaced. Like.
All right, guys. So we're gonna jump into our chat discussion. So if you guys are on YouTube or Twitch and you have questions, go ahead and throw them up in chat now, and we will address a few of them before we end the show today. Rob Allen over on YouTube says, I'm going to assume, what is Global Gang? This is Global Gang. It's a podcast. We talk about Dokkan Battle and whatever else we happen to randomly spew off to.
Okay.
So, Drake. There is a line, my friend. There is a line. And mine crosses it.
The bad part is you can't remove from the actual video.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so honestly though, guys, this is our first simulcast episode here between Twitch and YouTube. As always, right before we came on, there were a little bit of technical gremlins we were messing with. That's why the show started a little late today. But this is probably the intention that we're going to do from here on out, is we are going to be on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously whenever we do the podcast. Game streams may still probably end up being only on Twitch. I guarantee you that YouTube will not see any content that isn't Dragon Ball. So if we decide we're going to play Genshin or Among Us or Jackbox on, that'll be on Twitch, not on YouTube, because the algorithm is a bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll give you guys a couple more minutes if you have any questions. If not, we're going to wrap things up. We will find someone to send the stream off to over on Twitch, because I don't really understand this whole rating thing on YouTube.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
What was the difference?
Dragon Jackbox is on my channel when it's just me, but if it's all of us, like if we're going to do it for that first Sunday of the month thing that we do, when we do a group game on the GGP channel, that'll be on the Twitch GGP channel, not my personal channel.
Yeah.
So, but like basically the first Sunday of every month we play some sort of group game. If it's a game that allows more participants, then people in chat can come in and play with us. So like if we're playing Among Us, we have up to 10 players. Jackbox can have anywhere between like 3 and 100 players depending on which game you're playing. So there'll probably be a stream at some point where we play Smash Brothers or something if we all have a Switch. I don't know who all has a Switch. So, but
we're gonna have no consoles, so good luck.
JMO's like, I'll just moderate.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked about this before, so off topic of Dokkan or anything like that, but since we're on the subject of games, my only 2 consoles I own at the current moment in time is the Sega Genesis that is still factory sealed because I refuse to open it, and a PlayStation 2.
Wait, you have a factory sealed Genesis?
Yeah. And I paid $1 for it.
Dude, you're sending some kid of yours to college through that shit.
no more.
So
I just refuse to play it.
that's
I
fair.
want to so badly though, because I have the Sonic Adventure, or not the Sonic Adventure. I have the Sonic 2.
Mhm.
That's like my favorite one from the Genesis. Surprisingly enough, I've had that game since I was a kid back in the 90s, and that box and the booklet and the cartridge are still in like almost mint condition. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Factory sealed Sega Genesis with the Sonic game that still looks like it came right out of the factory from the 1990s is perfect. Because it's literally that and Streets of Rage are like my two favorite games from,
Streets of Rage,
from that
oh, yeah.
day. And I still have yet to beat Streets of Rage single player. I've beaten it with my brother plenty of times, but it's that one level in that game where you have to fight the two boss ladies on the ship. I can manage to kill one off, and I can never kill the second one. It's just like, god damn, dude. And everything else is easy.
Did you play 4? Did you play the 4th one yet?
I have not, actually. I want to look more into it, though.
It's pretty good. You have Game Pass, it's on there, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
If you do.
Game Pass is an incredible value even if you don't own an Xbox.
Oh yeah, $10 for a PC, I think it is now.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much stuff.
So I'll buy you a damn Switch. It's all good,
I want a
Jake.
Switch,
You
though.
can find one.
Yeah,
I
good
don't
luck
want
with
a
that.
Switch, to be honest, man.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with
kind of
the
don't
Switch,
even
you
need
just
one
don't
anymore.
want
Like
it.
the big selling points for me for a Switch was Smash Brothers and Breath of the Wild. There's enough Smash Brothers clones out there now that you can play that. You know,
And
play
there's
any of
Genshin
those.
Impact. Who
And
needs
Genshin.
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, and with Genshin, you don't really need Breath of the Wild. So
I want to say that's like 10 time.
I don't know. I'm
I
not
haven't
keeping
been
track
trying to
anymore.
keep full count, but I think it was 10. 10 to 11.
Let me see who is available for us to set up here as a raid.
Rev is on, and Omni is still on. I
Yep,
actually thought it
Omni's
got
still
off.
on. We'll probably throw it over to. I'm gonna butcher his name. It's Reflect Zion, something like that. Anyway, we'll get that loaded up in there for you guys on Twitch. On YouTube, I still don't know how to do raids, so we'll figure that out eventually. Again, join us next week. Our guest is going to be Hazing DKB. Episode's going to be on Wednesday next week, which would be the 28th, but still at noon Eastern time. It's
Which
just
means I
scheduling
won't
wise.
be streaming that day.
Yes, you will be missing that episode, and you'll actually
No,
be missing the
I'm
next.
not. I'm
Oh.
gonna join you on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well,
It's like
the next.
for the next 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, the next 2 weeks, because
Yeah.
the following week it's election day here in the States, and I don't
Yeah.
want to have anything get in the way of me and, you know, expressing my right to frickin' vote.
No, I understand that.
So, even though I've already voted, I also just didn't want to make. I also wanted to make sure that I wasn't taking anybody else away from, you know, their civic
Yeah.
duty.
Fair enough.
But Mark, thank you very much for joining us today. You will have to let me know when you are going to be back from your little hiatus so we can shamelessly promote the hell out of you.
No, I appreciate you having me. It was fun. Great chatting and all that. Thanks, chat, for having me. Thank you as well.
All right,
no
guys.
problem, man. It was fun.
All right, we are going to send you guys out. Take it easy, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Also, it's your